Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January.
Oh, that's why he says things. He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he says something fabulous and he goes, yo.
Speaking of, in particular, Netflix docuseries that you've been working on, Diddy Do It.
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right. Feel uncomfortable with the way you represent the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah. And then that swayed me away from it. Just that.
Nigga Puff, like he called, we should kick it on the shit after the maze.
Right.
And the nigga, matter of fact, they sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl.
The music industry is buzzing right now, and it's not for a good reason. Burna Boy, one of the biggest names in Afrobeats worldwide, is reportedly raising concerns about a well-known connection with Diddy that no longer feels like a positive partnership, instead of support and growth. He's hinting that the situation feels uncomfortable and carefully controlled. What was expected to be a strong and exciting collaboration now appears to be surrounded by tension, pressure, and a lot of unanswered questions behind closed doors. Burna Boy's comments suggest there's much more going on than fans were led to believe. As new details slowly come out, it's becoming clear this is more than simple industry talk. Many see it as a serious warning that could change how people understand the inner workings of the music business.
Isn't it weird that the government was so interested in Diddy's baby oil that they took 1,000 bottles away from his house? If the government took 1,000 bottles of baby oil and somebody had things what appeared to be baby oil, and then you have to listen to the prosecutor. He said that they seized 1,000 bottles what allegedly to be baby oil. Allegedly to be baby oil. So that's telling people that it wasn't baby oil. And people think that that was baby oil, they out their mind. I don't believe it was baby oil. Yo, bro, when they went up in there, they knew what they was gonna find. They knew what was ever in that baby oil or that those bottles that appeared to be baby oil, they knew about that at first. You gotta realize 9 times out of 10, that individual that got caught at the airport, that was supposed to be their carrier, told them what they was doing and what they had. I wouldn't put it past that he told them everything. So when they went up in there, they knew they had to take whatever was out there, and that thing that appeared to be baby oil, they took.
Remember when Burna Boy was at the absolute peak of his rise, holding a Grammy and proudly representing Africa on the world stage? He went from being Nigeria's breakout star to a global Afrofusion powerhouse in a remarkably short time, releasing hit after hit that reshaped the sound of modern music. His impact was so strong that it helped spark a wider movement, pushing African music firmly into the global spotlight. Projects like African Giants started the shift, but Twice as Tall truly sealed his place in history with a Grammy that convinced the world he had reached the highest level. He had the fame, sold-out shows, and top-tier recognition that artists dream of. Still, away from the bright lights and headlines, the story wasn't as perfect as it looked. Even artists at the very top face pressure, hidden struggles, and difficult moments that never make it onto the stage or into the spotlight.
How many of those come back to be baby oil? Bro, listen to me. Costco don't sell that much baby oil. Where you know sell that much baby oil?
Yeah, I don't know any store that sell that much baby oil. I know Costco, they came out and said that they don't even sell baby oil.
My sentiments exactly.
But you personally, right, what do you believe was in the baby oil?
If you ever seen a massage parlor being raided and they walking out the people Do they take the massage oil with them when they go? No. They just walk out the people who are being arrested. If you ever seen a person getting arrested and the people being arrested in those brothel houses, do they take out the stuff in the brothel houses? No, they don't. They take the individuals who are being arrested out the brothel houses. For them to take 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it's like that they did not leave one. They left people there, but they ain't leave not one bottle. Nobody needed no baby oil. So my whole thing about it is that there was something in that other than baby oil. That's why they took all the bottles. And 9 times out of 10, if I would give it a wild guess, it was, and like some of the people told me, it was probably that GHB.
What's that?
I think it's gamma hydrox. I looked it up, bro. Let me see if I can find it. I know this is just showing everything like that, but oh no. Let me. Yo, somebody tap dance or sing or do something, you know what I'm saying, while I'm doing this. Oh, here it go right here. It's gamma hydroxy butyric. What is its effect on the body? It's a euphoria, drowsiness, decreased anxiety, and memory impairment. It works on the nervous system and gives you this feeling of euphoria. So they take that and rub it on it, and you forget who you are, what you're doing. It can also give you memory loss, drowsiness, and that's under the DEA, the drug.
Speculation spread fast, almost overnight. People began wondering how someone at Burna Boy's level could suddenly sound uneasy, especially when just days earlier he was celebrating success. One moment he appeared confident and unstoppable, and the next he was sharing messages that felt tense and limiting. Fans started reading between the lines, piecing together vague posts like clues, sensing that something behind the scenes wasn't right. Then one name changed the entire conversation. Diddy. What first appeared to be a strong and influential connection between Afrobeat's biggest star and a major industry figure quickly raised eyebrows. Burna was already winning on his own, so the situation didn't seem to add up. Subtle hints followed, pointing to creative pressure, reduced freedom, and a sense of being confined. It suddenly became clear that reaching the highest level of success can sometimes come with quiet restrictions that few people ever see.
No, you want to sit around and pretend to like bitch. That's what y'all do. And then you get these hard jostling.
So I'm just
like
curious.
these are the you like half man. No disrespect, but jostling rough.
Them shoulders is.
And the way she like running up on, I already know she done strapped up on you.
Ooh. So, Jack, let me ask you. There's some of the shocking things.
I hear that mean with a harness.
Okay, not a harness.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you this. I'm sure somebody's already asked you this, but have you ever been to a P. Diddy party?
Yeah, several, many, honestly.
And so, can you take us through like what goes on, like when you were there?
What did I say when y'all asked me about why was the TD Jakes at the Diddy party?
Yeah.
What'd I say? Money. And
That's correct. Were you surprised that there were so many cameras in his houses?
No.
That he was recording these?
Of course. He is the J. Edgar Hoover of hip hop.
Okay.
Y'all done seen him put on the pyramid with a skirt?
So let me ask you, when you hear that Cassie was told to hire male escorts to come in what they call freak-offs now.
Yeah.
Is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody know that. I've been saying it.
Yeah.
How many times I got these is wild.
So do you feel like people, when they hear pink cocaine, Young Miami has to bring across?
Wait, the Tusi.
Yeah, the Tusi. That's what they call.
I found out. I talked to my drug guy because I wanted to be informed. Because people was calling it Tusi, that's calling it the Tunchi. I didn't know which one it was. So I talked to my drug guy, and my drug guy filled me in. And then it made perfect sense. Tusi.
Talk to him.
Drugs with Jaguar.
Let's talk.
Drugs education.
101.
So Tusi is the cocaine, but they take the ketamine and cook it up. And they fold it into the coke. Now, if you don't know what ketamine is what they call on the street Special K. It's a veterinary drug. It's a horse tranquilizer. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there were certain drugs that you would always find on hand. Viagra, ecstasy, Special K, and cocaine. Now, see, the cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately, it gives you limp noodle because of what the blood flow is. So you with a half-hard dick all night. So that's why you have the Viagra, to make sure that the dick involuntarily stays hard while you're numbing yourself with the coke. Now, see, the ketamine, that's a horse tranquilizer, so that relaxes all your muscles. You could get by 80 ton gorillas. You wouldn't feel a thing. So now, your dick is gonna stay hard. You numbed up and you high. You got the ketamine in you, so you don't feel shit. And then you add the ecstasy to put in the feeling that you've now blocked out. And now you got a party.
You may be wondering how serious the situation really is. And the truth is it's more complex than it looks from the outside. According to reports, Burna Boy's agreement with Diddy raised several red flags, suggesting caution rather than a clear advantage. What seemed like a smart move at first quickly started to feel questionable once the details were considered more closely. On the surface, the partnership looked powerful. Burna would bring the sound and global influence, while Diddy would provide industry backing and reach. But behind closed doors, the balance reportedly shifted. The deal is said to include strict terms affecting revenue sharing, creative choices, and even touring decisions. What once appeared to be a major opportunity now sounds more like a controlled arrangement, where flexibility was limited and every decision came with added conditions.
Because this is stuff that happened back in the day. And then maybe that if they knew there was going to ever be a YouTube, or they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen, and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as, what you call that, just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff, and he's in the exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that, because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he going, I'm just looking at the places where he's picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there, and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo. I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, you know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang, so I'm still gonna tease him. I'm still gonna mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs, and he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got to, I just waited at the counter. When he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like, he gave the guy a stack, something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, it's Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude.
Burna Boy wouldn't be the first artist to learn this lesson the difficult way. Music history is full of legendary names who signed deals that ended up costing them more than they gained. Many of them sold millions of records, influenced global culture, and still struggled to maintain control over their own work and direction. Success didn't always protect them from complicated agreements. And to be fair, Diddy is no stranger to major, high-level negotiations, which naturally raises concerns about what Burna might risk in this situation. The potential impact goes far beyond one project. It could affect his sound, his image, his income, and the creative freedom that helped him rise in the first place. Deals like these can slowly tighten around an artist's entire career, turning long-term success into ongoing limitation. Things appeared to intensify when Burna reportedly hinted through a leaked conversation that the agreement could stretch across multiple income streams. This included live shows, merchandise, brand partnerships, and other ventures. The impression left many fans uneasy, suggesting that while Burna built a foundation, someone else could be positioned to benefit the most. If true, it paints a picture where the spotlight hides a loss of control that few would ever expect.
And stuff like that, like, yeah, so then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door, and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff, they're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bruh, you ain't going in there, because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothering them. And he was like, yo, I don't care, man, I'm going in there. That bull like that. I said, yo, bruh, Jesus Christ had to come down here and take the air out of my body before you get in that room right there. Watch. He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed him and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, Gene, that's my cousin. He know me well, you know, and Puff was like, yo, Gene, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, he just looked, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaking going on. So I was like, oh, he said it was a lot of freaking going on. So that was basically that story, man. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the room. Dude felt a certain kind of way, and he left out. So I seen them at the concert the next day, and they tried to, you know, form up against me. But my man Frank was like, I told my man Frank, I was like, yo, Frank, put yourself in that position. Somebody trying to get in the room, and Ja told you don't let nobody get in the room. What would you do? Now, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, man, but you know I ain't taking no losses. He said, yo, you good, and that was it. Bruh, when Ja said, you don't want to come up in there A lot of freaky stuff is going on. You gotta use your mind. What they was doing with those butt plugs.
Right.
With Diddy closely connected to Burna Boy, many expected nothing but top-level strategy and continuous success. On the surface, the partnership appeared flawless, filled with polished studio sessions, upscale appearances, and public praise that suggested a strong and unstoppable bond. Everything about it looked carefully crafted to signal power and progress. However, reports claim that behind closed doors, the situation became far more complicated. Instead of smooth growth, there were rising tensions, conflicting creative visions, and serious disagreements about finances and control. What once seemed like a dream collaboration slowly turned into a stressful environment. Over time, the polished image began to crack, showing that even the most high-profile partnerships can struggle when real decisions and hard work take center stage.
He should have enough money to
He
check.
put the boots to that girl. She's supposed to be a good bitch. No matter who she with. All the time he putting a groom in her. Of course he thought it was still gonna work. He thinks he's God. He ain't doing shit. I raped the f out of that bitch, put the boots to her last time I seen her. Her and her trainer, boyfriend, husband. I don't get no.
So you hear about stories of Diddy like shooting people, blowing up cars.
Yeah.
Is he this gangster that behind the scenes that is that him or is that people
Shout out to Wendy Williams, the first woman to uncover the homo thugs. That's what these down low bitches was called when Wendy first started talking about it in the 90s, the homo thug. She talking about Diddy.
And then what's the stuff that's happening with Wendy Williams? You think this is all connection too?
Of course. They've been waiting. He's been waiting. He was waiting for Kim. Remember? He was waiting. The casket was ready. She was literally casket ready.
Some people are saying the whole Wendy Williams documentary that she's pretty much allegedly playing this way to keep herself safe from him, from any unaliving.
It's been working for Orlando Brown. Why wouldn't it work for Wendy?
To play crazy.
Why wouldn't it work?
Hey, no. Hey.
The oosh gosh whoosh wash. Orlando's brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all spent time with him.
We did.
Yeah.
He's highly intelligent.
Yes.
Imagine what it's been like to wear this character for this long.
No. I can only...
That he does is a character. Actually, the shit he does online is the best acting he does.
Is he speaking truth?
Of course he is.
You know? We seen Quiet on set.
Major pain in his ass. Literally. Since he was a kid.
Man.
And if milk well, talking about expensive pain
now,
in his ass.
Wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jack.
Me.
Wait a minute.
He's a f***ing Fruit Loop. He Diddy fried.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy fried. He Diddy fried. He the Diddy do-I-bop. Me. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek. She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh, somebody that got paid?
Yeah, he said like I was standing outside the door.
Yeah, somebody that got paid.
Yeah.
Just like it wasn't seminal fluid that Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club with Trey Songz on the lookout.
The images are there.
Diddy-fied.
Just when it seemed like Burna Boy might be pushed into a difficult corner, he responded with renewed strength, making it clear he isn't backing down from protecting his position or his influence. His actions suggest confidence and determination, showing that he's fully aware of what's at stake. Rather than staying silent, he's choosing to stand his ground. At the same time, the other side appears unwilling to ease the pressure. Tensions continue to build as Burna releases carefully worded signals and firm responses come back in return. What started quietly has now grown into a serious standoff, moving beyond rumors and into a more formal, high-stakes phase that could have lasting consequences.
They saw what he did to Cassie. With the kicking, the punching. They saw what they did to Cassie. They know did nobody in America like that. So now, these people are represented by a brand. Whether it's something about the music, clothing, movies, they're not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them, and they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey buddy, we got you on this tape, and girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, you know, Sean Combs. That's when they're gonna start talking, and they're not gonna be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught stealing a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched, and Brother Love was watching.
Yeah, I mean, TD Jakes, he hasn't even came out and said anything. And him and Diddy was real cool.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, man. And I know the people in the congregation over there is shaking in their boots because this man didn't led them probably, allegedly led them to damnation, because those people's hearts are gonna be broken if that man is seen on those tapes doing anything. Because people always put their faith in the pastor instead of putting their faith in God. And what they need to do is understand that he's just a man. And he has a history. It's not looking too good for him.
So you feel like celebs are worried that they might be on tape?
Oh, they know. That's why they ain't speaking up or saying nothing. Yeah, I was at a Diddy party, but I know I ain't do nothing. When you don't know somebody's taping you, when you don't know that somebody is videoing you in some kind of form or fashion, you got that alcohol, you got the drugs in you, they're a little loose, bruh. They let down all their inhibitions. The music is pumping. He said it himself. He got it so hot in there that you gotta take your clothes off. He said that himself, bruh. So a lot of them, like what he said? I think a lot of them was being swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? They tell off on themselves all the time, man. You just gotta listen.
But why do you think Diddy had all them hidden cameras?
Bruh, when you that powerful, you didn't get that powerful without having 1 or 2 or maybe 3 ups on somebody. Diddy always been the type of individual that want to have ups on the next person no matter what they was doing. Like, he always played artists against each other. He did it to Big, he did it to Craig Mack. You understand? I said before, he did the stuff to Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? So had the ups on Ja Rule so he could go after Jay-Z. You understand what I'm saying? So he always played those kind of up games on people. So to have those cameras and know what he was doing, it's gonna give him the ups on everybody who came to that party. Even your favorite basketball player. Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Just when it seemed like Burna Boy might be pushed into a difficult corner, he responded with renewed strength, making it clear he isn't backing down from protecting his position or his influence. His actions suggest confidence and determination, showing that he's fully aware of what's at stake. Rather than staying silent, he's choosing to stand his ground. At the same time, the other side appears unwilling to ease the pressure. Tensions continue to build as Burna releases carefully worded signals, and firm responses come back in return. What started quietly has now grown into a serious standoff, moving beyond rumors and into a more formal, high-stakes phase that could have lasting consequences.